viewers. My name is John and I am your host of a new program that I'm coming up with. It's all about the Samsung Galaxy S3, and on the first episode I'm going to be showing you how to use the NFC, the tags for NFC, both from the programming as well as the application and usage on a daily basis. So I'm going to change angles here and we'll get right to the show. But what we're going to get at today is the NFC function. This comes with a NFC scanner that can scan the tiles. And first of all, I'll show you what this tile does here. I've got it programmed, and then I'll show you how to program the tiles as well. So if I take the phone and place it over, you'll see that it dims the screen, turns the volumes down, and opens up, in my case I've chosen to use Daily Devotional. And then when I'm done, that's ready for the night. If notifications go off, I have got notification volume turned down. All the volumes are turned down. Most everything's turned off except the ringer is turned on just very slightly. So if someone did have to get a hold of me in an emergency, I've got that turned up. The brightnesses are all turned down and it's ready. That was just all from scanning this. Now, when I wake up in the morning, I just merely scan it one more time. And the brightness comes up, the volumes all come up, and then it also opens up the application, My Calendar. All the volumes are returned to normal, and all the brightness levels are returned to normal the way I like to use it. And that's just the one tag there. Okay. And now we're going to show you how to program an NFC tag. Okay, so what we're going to show you here are the tech tiles that I purchased, the Samsung tech tiles. From my understanding, there's a lot of different brands that you can purchase. I just happen to buy that one there. It comes with this sleeve that has, it comes with five programmable tabs. This is a blank one that I currently have here that we're going to program. Now, Samsung also has its own software for programming, but I had a lot of difficulty with that, and so I found a program online that I prefer to use that works a lot better. NFC Task Launcher. And they've updated the version a little bit so it's user-friendly. The reason why I like this was because I like to set up my tags, some of them, to switch. In other words, they do different functions. If it's scanned once, it performs one function, and if it is scanned a second time, then it performs a second function. And so I'm going to show you some simple programming on here using the NFC Task Launcher found in the Play Store, obviously. But we can go right to our tagging. So our choices are having a new task, a new switch, import task, or write basic tags. I'm only going to be concerned with the first two, since that's all I really do is create a new tag or a new switch. The new tag is just if it just does one thing and you just want to do one function and you just hit that and does it. A switch is where it's got the two functions. In other words, swipe it once for one, swipe it twice for another. So it's like an on and off kind of thing. So let's start with a simple test. I'll just open this up because it'll basically show you all of the functions that you can do. It'll just hit a new task. From here, you can name it whatever you prefer. I'm not going to rename it here just for the sake of time. We're going to add an action, and let's turn our ringer volume up. Well, basically here you just choose what you're going to do, and then later you'll actually perform the functions. notification volume, alarm volume. Let's do something with the display. Let's affect the brightness. And then maybe create or do an application. We'll open an application. Okay, so when I get all to there, and I've chosen all the stuff that I want to do on that tag, I just hit next, and then it's loading the application list here, which I have a lot of applications. So now here, all the things that I've chosen are available. The ring volume, turn the ring volume down, notification volume down, alarm volume, let's say we want to put that up, and brightness, we can choose to go any volume we want or enable auto brightness, whichever you prefer. And then we want to open an application. So let's just say it is AccuWeather. Let's say you want to check out the weather in the morning when you get up. So I've gone through everything there and I can hit OK. Now the next thing I would maybe name this morning or something like this, whatever you want to identify it with, and you want to name them because it makes a list and it's kind of nice that it keeps it organized and you know what it means. So when I'm all done, I hit save and write, include tag name, which is great, and it tells you exactly what to do. Place tag against back of phone to write. And it says write finished. Tag written successfully. Okay. Now I can turn this off. I can go back about what I want to do. And let's say it's morning and I wake up and I go like, oh, good morning. All right. It sets the brightness, it sets the volumes, and voila, it opens up AccuWeather, which I don't know if I've ever used before, but I guess I have used it. 27 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little on the nippy side. Erase tag from the menu. Okay, so I can place tag against the back of the phone to write. So what it does is it erases that tag. Now that tag isn't is blank again. Okay, and now we'll go and do a switch. In other words, two functions that will you may want to do something and then do something else too. I mean the opposite way. So we'll create a new switch. So we basically, our first task is a new task. A new task is what I meant to do. Okay, we're going to add actions, and let's go to let's say we want to make sure our wireless is on. So Wi-Fi on and off. We want our sounds and volumes to be, well, mostly media volume is our main concern here, and display. We want our brightness affected, and then let's choose an application, and then open application, and next. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to enable Wi-Fi, which is already enabled. I can tap this and it can do whatever I want to do, enable, disable, whatever. Media volume is turned up. Brightness we want to have turned up. And our open application is, let's just say YouTube, for instance. Someone's a big YouTube viewer and they want to see that and they want to hear it nice and loud. And it's kind of at the end, isn't it? Yeah, there is. And there's YouTube. Okay, so, okay. And now we can save that. And then number 2 is new task. And we're going to add actions. And here, let's say we want to turn the networks on off. Sound and volume. Let's say we want our media volume to be turned back down. The display, let's say we want to affect the brightness on that, maybe back to automatic. And I'm just making things up because I don't really, and then that's it. And then we don't need to turn YouTube off, because obviously that's probably something you do on your own, just in the process of watching it. So then I hit next. And so let's put media volume down, brightness, let's set brightness to automatic, and let's disable Wi-Fi. Not that we'd ever want to do that, but that's just to show you that you can do all these different things on it. Okay, and then obviously we'd name that, let's call it YouTube off, for instance, or however you want to call it, whatever you can name it whatever you want. Now we can write that tag. So now, once again, place tag against the back of phone to write. There. Tag was written successfully. Okay? All right, and let's see it in practice. All right, so we're going to take, it's going to set the brightness up, the volume up, and the Wi-Fi is going to come on, and YouTube. And from here we can watch any program you'd like. And I'm not going to take it again because I don't want my Wi-Fi to get turned off. That would kind of mess things up really royally. But that's basically that. You can enjoy it. So let's go back to our NFC test launcher, and we want to erase the tag, and boom. Okay, that's erased. Now another, what I can show you is actually the applications that I've used it for that are kind of fun, and we might need to go remote for this here to show you this. Another thing I enjoy doing is listening to a little music while we're in the kitchen cooking. And so the NFC tag I have mounted on the Bose stereo, I just touch it to this, and voila, it opens up my XM app and goes right to playing music, and it turns the volumes up. So all the volumes are up, and I just plug it in. Obviously you can touch buttons and stuff, but one thing's really nice, it's kind of a giz whiz, is just to be able to have your little tag on there. I know that's kind of a crude looking thing all taped up there, but you know, you could just push a button on the phone, but you know, a lot of times icons are buried. I've got my XM right here, and easily done. But if you're a gadget lover like I am, obviously you're watching this video, so you are a gadget lover, it's kind of fun to do something like NFC tags. And I've got it in my car as well, and I've got the one in my car programmed to turn on Bluetooth and automatically open up my podcasts, because if I'm traveling in my car sometimes long distance, I like to listen to my podcasts, and it automatically does it. Automatically turns on the Bluetooth, which feeds into the stereo of the car, and opens up my application for watching or listening to podcasts, which is Beyond Pod. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode for NFC tags, and be sure to tune in and be sure to subscribe down below to my channel, because the next application I'm going to show you is Photosphere. Photosphere is a ported over from the Note 2 onto the Galaxy S3 within this ROM, and it allows you to photograph around a room 360 degrees and seam it all together, and then you can view it in the gallery and move your finger around, just like Google Street View, where you can move around and see what you want to see. You can photograph inside of a room or anything you want to photograph, and it's really cool, and it's really high tech, and it's very rare. Only 2.5% of all Android devices currently have the software capable of using it with, and maybe even less with Photosphere, because it's in 4.2, just barely out right now. So that will be the next episode, so be prepared. It's going to be fun, it's going to be unique, and you're going to love it, and I'm going to show you how to get it.